Welcome back to the channel, family. I do appreciate you guys. If you guys don't mind, and if you haven't done so, don't forget to like and subscribe, leave a comment. Today we're going to be making chicken Alfredo pasta. Get it. Alright, so I'm going to be doing both at the same time instead of doing them separate. So in a large pot, you're going to add, I don't know, three quarter of the pot of water, and you're gonna salt your pot and turn that on high heat. You're also gonna add a half stick of butter to a skillet or non-stick pan. You're gonna melt that butter down till it's almost gone. Once that's complete, you just add the butter into the water for the pasta. It'll help the pasta not stick once it starts boiling, stick to the bottom or stick to each other. From there, you just go ahead and add your chicken into the skillet, and you're just gonna let that cook down. Basically, what you're just going to do is you're just going to keep moving the chicken around until you get kind of like a white consistency. The pasta that I chose to use is penne pasta. You can use whatever you like. Once your pasta water starts boiling, go ahead and add your pasta to the water, and you're just going to let that start boiling. Mix it around, make sure it doesn't, sit on the bottom. So as you see, the chicken has now cooked through. You don't want to overcook your chicken at this point because you're going to be adding it back to the heat later. So as you see, there's no pink left. It's just meat. You go ahead and take it out, put it to the side. I used a slotted spoon because I wanted all the juice from the chicken that rendered to be left in the pot, because we're actually going to use that as part of the flavoring to the Alfredo sauce. So go ahead and remove all your chicken. Get all of it out. Alright. So from there, you're going to go ahead and grab your heavy whipping cream. And you're just going to pour it out. I didn't measure it, but I poured it until it basically covered the entire bottom and a little bit some. So as you see, the chicken flavoring is sitting on top. I did go ahead and get a cup of the boiling pasta water. I'm going to save that for later, and you'll see why soon. So go ahead and take about a cup of that and put it off to the side for now. Let your pasta keep boiling until it's pretty firm. So we're going to season the Alfredo with paprika, with Cajun seasoning. And again, this is going to be seasoned to your liking, so add as much or as little as you want. Go ahead and add some black pepper to it. As you see, my seasoning is just blowing all over the kitchen because I decided to have a fan on while doing this. Go ahead and mix it in. One thing you really don't want to add is salt, because the chicken was already seasoned. The Cajun seasoning does contain a little bit of salt, so don't add any salt to your Alfredo sauce. Go ahead and pour in about a quarter of a quart of whole milk. That's going to loosen up your Alfredo sauce. You're going to add some cream cheese to it. It's going to give it a creamy consistency. All right. Now you're going to reduce the heat down to like a low, medium low. You're going to drain your pasta off into a, we call it a colander. So from here, you're just going to add back in a little bit of the pasta water. And my secret ingredient that I like to add to give everything a nice flavor is minced garlic. And it comes in like a garlicky liquid. So normally I add one if I'm doing one box of pasta. So for every one box of pasta, I add 1 teaspoon of the minced garlic into the pasta. And I already added a teaspoon into the Alfredo sauce as well. Go ahead and mix it in. Go ahead and incorporate that garlic into your pasta and remove it from the heat and set it off to the side. At this point, the cream cheese should have softened enough, so that you can go ahead and start breaking it down and mixing it into the Alfredo. I turned the heat up a little bit because it wasn't doing what I wanted it to do in a reasonable enough time. So I turned up the heat just a little bit to just medium so that it broke down easier. From there, you add in, I went with a handful and a half to, call it 2 handfuls of mozzarella cheese. And then I also got the Fiesta blend, or the Mexican 4 cheese blend. Depending on wherever you get your cheese from. Again, cheese doesn't really matter. It's whatever cheese you like. Some people like Mexican, some people like taco. You know, whatever suits you. I added 3 handfuls of this, and then I'm just gonna let that bubble. I'm gonna stir it in some more. And all you're doing when you're stirring it is just keeping it moving so that it doesn't clump up in like small little sections and it doesn't stick to the bottom of the pot or the side. You just keep it moving and it's gonna slowly incorporate and make it really smooth and really, really creamy. Alright, so you're gonna add your chicken back into it. Now that the sauce is bubbling and it's thickened, you're gonna add your cooked chicken back into the pasta sauce, right? And you're just gonna turn it, get your chicken coated completely. Alright, so I did want it just a little bit thicker here, so I did add in just a little bit more cheese. We like cheese in my family, so, add more cheese. Let it continue to bubble up. And at this point, I had turned the heat off already. I did mix it in a little bit after this. You don't really have to. Technically, you really didn't even have to add the extra cheese, like I said, but do what you like. Do what tastes good to you. Alright, so here's the finished product. You can serve this with whatever you like. Garlic bread, salad, broccoli. It's versatile. So I hope you enjoy. Thank you so much. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share this to all your friends. We'll see you guys in the next video.